Deep in the South Downs, the pleasant rural charm of West Sussex is shortly to be enlivened by the ground force. We're on our way to transform an unsuspecting mill owner's garden in just 2 days.
All right.
Whoa, just about. This is Burton Mill near Petworth in West Sussex. It's the home of Stuart and Joe Hale. Over the last 18 months, they've converted it from a completely derelict shell into a home and a working flour mill. But, not surprisingly, the garden's had to take a bit of a back seat. So Joe has sent Stuart away for a couple of days. And when he comes back, weather permitting and muscles permitting, he'll have a bit of a surprise. I recognise you from a video I've seen. How are you? Nice to see you.
Thank you.
It's the most beautiful building. Isn't it lovely?
Well, I'm glad you like it. It's taken us a lot of time to do it up.
I bet. I can see why you left the garden till then.
Just get so tired at the end of the day.
You don't want to do anything?
No.
Well, we sent a researcher around posing as something completely different to find out precisely what Stuart wanted of a garden round here. Let's see what he has to say.
So we're trying to achieve like beds,
Yeah.
but with no soil.
Gotcha.
And that was our plan anyway. The other plan is that this wooden staging here coming out the door.
Yeah, it's lovely.
I was going to extend it from there, so then we can have like a table on that side.
We don't get any privacy here because of the fact that I was planting this hedge when we first arrived, and although it's growing, it's not growing very quickly, but then again, nothing really does.
People walk down here, and they stand there, and they just look. And there's not a lot to see.
We won't let you have it back.
So I thought if I put a deck and then we put some form of, lattice work or whatever, and we grow something up the lattice work.
Yeah.
I think what his idea is that he could have a deck over the sluice there, and with the sun in the evening he could have his gin and tonic and relax with a little bit of a barrier so that we're not completely overlooked.
Well, if it's decking you want, we have your man, because Tommy is the guy for the decking. This is Tommy Walsh, London landscape contractor. What do you reckon? You've had a quick butcher's.
Well, this is in very poor condition. It's dangerous as well. This will have to come out. But to extend it and get it done within the next 2 days is going to be a very tight squeeze.
You usually do. You manage. This is Charlie. Charlie works in a water garden nursery. What do you think?
Oh, it's fantastic. Fabulous place. But water's quite a long way away from where we want to use it. Just have to use your plants to make it look watery with the rustling leaves and that.
Look, from the video and a couple of photographs, I've done a bit of a sketch, but I don't think it's going to work terribly well.
Oh.
Well, that's the kind of idea I had for coming out of the mill. Here's the sluice coming down here and the front door coming out. This decking, I wanted to give it a bit of an angle to it so it doesn't just look like a square pallet dumped outside the door. Steps coming down here with pots on them, some gravel going up to there, and this sweep of turf. These are the kind of plants I thought about. This isn't him, is it?
No.
No.
I thought for a minute that husband had come back. Which is a problem I frequently have. So who's this?
This is my brother Chris, and he's here to help.
Please
Are you... The hands are a bit soft, Chris.
not used to work.
They'll be harder after a couple of days. You're going to join in?
Yeah, definitely.
These are the kind of plants I was thinking about. Bamboos and hostas and ferns. All very kind of watermilly. Rustling leaves to mirror the water. And some scarlet geraniums in pots to give it a slightly Tuscan flavour. So, are you happy with something on those lines?
Fantastic, it looks wonderful.
Wait till you see what we do. Right, let's get stuck in. We've got about £750 to spend here, and on the basis of the video and my rather inaccurate sketch, Tommy had got some timber for the job. I'm coming through the hedge. Now. We're using green oak, that's unseasoned timber, great for the mill, but rather heavy. While they're unloading the lorry, I always have what I call my mither-in period, which is it's the first time I actually set eyes on the place. You can only plan so much from photographs and pictures. You need to be there and feel the place. And I then start worrying that I'm making things collapse. What I think we've really got to do is to concentrate very much on this area just outside the door and the deck. And that piece over there, I want a bed which will complement this deck. And I hate square decks. It's got to have some kind of spin to its side. So I've got to try and bully Tommy into that. These terrible steps here, and rough grass, but up here, a wonderful Sussex hedge bank with bluebells growing in the grass. Now, bluebells are protected now. You can't dig them up. Good thing, too. So I don't want to, really. I want to leave that fairly natural and do something down here, kind of using the countryside without interfering with it too much and making it look too pretty, but at the same time, bringing it and wrapping the mill in with it. And at the moment, it's, well, I'm just mithering.
But you don't get too much time to think in the ground force. Action is all. The old fence has to go, but we're trying to save the rails. They're also oak, but old and nicely weathered. With the old fence line out of the way, it's easier to see where the planting might go in relation to the shape of the new deck.
What I'm trying to do here, I think I've cracked the lines now. There's a straight piece of decking going straight into the mill door. Then the decking side takes on an angle, which is picked up by the bed behind it, which will plant up to give some screening. It runs right round to this, down to this corner. Then it's straight again there. So that line up to the gate and the line to the front door are parallel, like that. And there's a diagonal, half of which is the deck, and the other half is flower bed, with a couple of sort of baffled screens behind the deck this side to screen it from the country lane here, and we want to put some sort of oak battens and reeds up it. So that's a theory anyway. It'll become clearer, I hope.
Sure.
You want to get underneath that blue lead?
All right.
Charlie?
The deck has to be supported on the mill side, and that's done with an oak beam fixed level along the wall.
What we're going to do...
It's called the wall plate.
You've got a line there, Charlie,
I
which is
have, indeed.
why we're offering this wall plate up now, is so that we can position where we're going to get the fixing so we can get it into a good piece of stone.
Yeah, right.
Okay, and we'll pre-drill it on the bench, then we'll bring it over
Go
and put
straight
the whole
in.
thing in, yeah.
Right. I'm a bit worried. Something's just occurred to me.
Yes.
I hope the cat doesn't come out.
The height of the garden side needs some adjustment to bring it down to the same height as the level of the wall plate. And fine adjustments are just what Tom is good at. These plants we brought with us were chosen because they fit the waterside setting.
I don't know, halfway through the first day, no sign of gardening at all, apart from plant watering. Don't worry about what time of day you water plants. Plants need water when they want it. I mean, when they're dry, they need a soak. And they don't get scorched if they've got water on their leaves. What are you doing, Chris?
I think it's coming along.
It is, you're right. This is the screen we're going to put up behind the decking, just to allow Stuart to have his G&T in private without people looking over from the lane. So was it tough being oak? I mean, it's quite thick, that. Have you drilled it?
Yeah, you have to pre-drill it, otherwise it cracks.
I'll tell you what I did notice when I came, and that was that, I mean, you know, you did a good job, but your hands are a bit soft, so...
Yeah, I don't do this thing very often.
What do you normally do?
I'm a Eurobond trader in the city.
Good heavens.
Yeah, gave up a couple of months ago, though.
To do what?
I'm going travelling, going around the world.
I'm not likely to read in the paper in the next few weeks, Sam. I have a bank which is short of a few billion quid, you know.
I hope not.
Put your money into pelargoniums, I say. At least you'll end up with pots of colour.
This is a kind of homemade willow hurdle. There's a quick wheeze with a few bundles of withies, willow wands. We're stapling them right down the middle of these battens. They're not stapled at the bottom, but then we'll cut one of these oak battens in half and put the fillet in there to hold these firm, and hopefully it'll make a kind of semi-translucent screen.
How many staples have you got then? 2.
The oak we're using isn't that much more expensive than treated softwood. That's because it's unseasoned timber. Green oak's really satisfying to work with and goes well with the old mill. Our supplier was a nearby sawmill, and all the timber was felled locally from managed woodlands.
This is a good example of a Sussex log, basically because you've got good uniform colour, Centrally placed heart, good age, it's about 140, 160 years old.
As old as that?
Yeah, I would guess. Obviously, by counting the growth rings, you'd get an idea of its age, very much so.
Well, looking at that, I would judge. I've been married 10 years, so I'm probably somewhere around there, although it feels like I should be somewhere around about there.
Absolutely.
It is well that Tommy's missus doesn't have a big bandsaw at home.
Is there any type of preservative that you'd recommend I use on this at all?
Well, not really. Really what happens is that it tends to oxidise and just goes a natural silvery grey colour like some stock that's over here. Timber like this will last externally for 20, 30, 40 years, you know, without too much of a problem.
They need to be like these. There is something I'm curious about, Joe.
Yeah?
How did you manage to get rid of him? What was the pretext under which you sent him away for 2 days?
Well, it's very hard to sort of pull the wool over his eyes, really, but it's his parents' 40th wedding anniversary this weekend gone, and I've basically just left him there and said, don't come home, have a rest. So we'll see how it goes, but at the moment he's helping them and, you know, just pottering around.
He could turn up in the middle of tomorrow saying, I've had enough rest now, I'm back home.
I've nicked his car.
Yeah, clever. When you've just 2 days to do a job, it's important that all the mortar work and concreting is done before the end of the first day, so it can set overnight. It's close to 6 o'clock, but we're getting there. I know it might look as if I've got a bit bored and I'm just sort of amusing myself, but what I'm trying to do here is make a couple of tripods out of willow poles and withies that we can either put to one either side of the door or in a big flower pot and tray and climb us up, and it'll look very nice when it's finished. You can go away now, I haven't finished it.
Everybody, this could be Stuart. Oh, hello, darling. Have you had a nice day? Yeah, well, I took the dog for a walk. Sat in the garden, read the paper, did the crossword. So, you all set for tomorrow? Yeah. Bye.
What did he say as he rumbled?
Well, no, he just says sort of, what's going on and things like that. So I get the impression, really, from the feedback I've had from his friends and also from what I said to him there, he really has got no idea.
So you've told him it's a surprise?
I have, but I've been winding him up. I keep saying, look up into the sky and say, you know, you never know what you're going to see. And I think he's expecting me to sort of parachute in. So he's completely on another tangent.
Well, you'll probably see more looking up in the sky than they were looking down here if a certain person doesn't get... Are you cracking on with that, or are you just making it look hard?
I know you boys on day rate. You're just trying to string it out, aren't you? You've only got a morning's work there.
I'm strung out. That's who's strung out.
Tell you what, I always listen to the animals, and the dog says it's time for dinner. So it's time for the dog's dinner. It's time for mine. We'll see you in the morning.
All right.
All right. Go on then, chaps. That's it. Call it a day. See you tomorrow.
See you.
Bye. See, that way and that way.
Yeah.
Now, you've got to move the post to that level.
Watch that doesn't all fall apart.
OK?
Yep.
Tommy and Joe are setting up their post, the one at the end of the deck, accurately in a dry concrete mix. It's 6 parts sand and gravel to 1 part cement, and it'll set hard when it takes up moisture from the surrounding ground and a bit of water tipped on for luck. This post supports the larger of the 2 screens, the smaller screen being supported by a lighter post that's just banged in. We're ending up with a bay here, which is going to have this withy screen that side, withy screen that side, so we can give this a kind of airy look with gravel down and epimedium or bishop's hat, which is a very good foliage plant. The foliage comes after the flowers. Hart's tongue ferns, which are good by water and grow in crevices anyway, normally. Smilacina, that false spikenard with a lovely perfume which is going to drift through in the sun. Irises,
blue fescue grass and the bamboo, so it's all very classy, but each plant is showing the other off, and the gravel shows them all off, and that's what makes the difference between just a load of plants bunged in and a garden. We've got a different idea around this other side. It's much more shady. We're putting hostas and ferns and now that's inspired. I like that.
Save the hostas.
The big snail in the middle of the host. The only snail that's safe with your hostas. I think that's terrific.
Oh, wow! Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, you'd never have got the idea when it was laying down, but now it's there. Oh, it's really fantastic.
Also, because of the water, and you can see the reeds, it all...
It doesn't screen the water completely, you can see the water through.
I didn't want to
so
do that, because it
benefit.
seems such a shame to cut off the view of water, and it doesn't.
Lovely, I'll fit it all up now.
All right. Garden ornaments is such a kind of contentious issue. For a start, it's terribly subjective, and one person loves something, another person hates it. But the thing is that there is more to life than a garden gnome or a concrete damsel looking as though she's been goosed in the shrubbery. Cameraman liked that one. So, yeah, I'm just trying to find bits that can relate to the place, and I think that's the most important thing. If you like a big pebble, put it outside your back door. If you like a concrete, brightly painted gnome, enjoy it. I prefer millstone.
If you give us the all clear at 3 o'clock when you're leaving, you give us the all clear again at 10 minutes before you get here, i.e. at Petworth.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Pat. I'm just talking to Alan now. This Pat is my mother-in-law, and she's in on it, and she's looking after Stuart. I'm just going to pass you over to Alan, Pat, OK?
Hello, Pat. Has he got any idea? Oh, don't you let him come here at 3. 2 minutes past 1. Less than 4 hours to finish, and as yet there is still nothing for Stuart to sit on and have his gin and tonic when he comes home. It's at this point that I start to get just a little bit worried and wonder if this is the one where we become a cropper.
Must stop singing now.
Grand.
Tom is cracking on, but I can't help wondering if it's escaped his notice that Stuart, for whom we're making this deck, is due back at 5 o'clock. And if we're not done, there'll be trouble at mill.
How are you doing?
Huh?
I'm getting worried. I have to say it's 17 minutes past 2.
I know, but we're getting there.
Do you want me to give you a hand?
Yeah, if you and Chris can bring over all the decking and get that laid out ready, and we'll just snip it and bed it.
Right.
Okay.
Come on, Chris.
I'll be ready for it in a minute.
Right.
Meanwhile, the planting's proceeding apace, and after planting, we're mulching with large 20mm gravel.
That's it. Right. That'll do, that's the first one.
In.
Woohoo! Yay!
Look, we really do need all hands on deck now, literally. Can we sort of stop planting and just concentrate on this?
The race is on to do the decking in time. Green oak might be lovely, but it's hard, and everything needs pre-drilling.
3:45, and we're sort of half to 2/3 decked. That's all. 3:45.
That last hour just disappeared.
Drill, please.
Drill. Phone.
Get a puncture, anything.
Yeah, get a puncher. Wind is wrong direction. Give them some kind of excuse, but we need another 15 minutes. So you've got 20 minutes to burn. I'm sorry, Pat. Pretend you've got to do some shopping.
Anyone got the cordless?
Right, that end's fixed, OK.
In the middle,
One in the
please.
middle, OK.
Whoops.
OK, thanks. Thank you, we're ready.
Come with me.
It's going to be good for 3 days away.
Been a bit busy.
How nice to see you. We've not met. My name's Alan Titchmarsh, and this is Tommy, and this is Charlie. And this, in case you can't recognise it, is your wife.
Yes.
It's her fault that she called in the ground force team, you see, and said that what you'd always wanted since you'd been in America was a deck to drink your gin and tonic or malt
That's
whiskey
right.
on. So,
Yes.
So we just popped in for a couple of days and we thought we'd make you one. So.
Well, I think you have been very busy. Yes. Unbelievable.
Is it all right?
Yes. Well, I can't really take it in.
No, neither have we really. Turned up 15 minutes early, you've been walking on water.
I said to Joe as I came in, it must be pretty good to keep me away for 3 days. And I must admit, you must have had to work very hard to get this done in 3 days. Unbelievable.
Oh, we only started it 2 days ago.
2 days ago?
In 2, yeah.
Well, I thought I was quite a quick worker. It's amazing.
So, dangerous drawbridge to designer deck garden in 2 days flat. We had £750 to spend and we're nearly on budget.
Cheers! Cheers!